Hello and welcome to another video tutorial. In this video I'm going to show you how to draw a line that will be tangent to our ellipse at point P. So what we have in front of us is our ellipse with a point P, and we also have our major axis, which is this line that goes from left to right, and we also have our minor axis, which is this line here that goes from the top to the bottom. So to start with, the first thing I need to do is I need to find my focal points. Now a focal point will be points on the major axis, so there's going to be a focal point roughly here and roughly here. And to do that, we're going to set our compass to half of the major axis. I'm going to put my compass on the bottom of the minor axis, and I'm going to swing an arc onto the major axis then. So where those arcs have crossed our major axis give us our focal points. So that's F1. This here is F2. The next thing I need to do is I need to join a line from the focal points to point P, and I'm going to extend them beyond point P. There's no set measurement as to how far beyond it you go. You just make a judgment call yourself there. And what I need to do now is I need to bisect this angle here, and that will allow us to draw a line up here like so. Now in theory I could bisect this one as well. If you want to try that you can, but I'm going to bisect this angle here. So again, with my compass, put it on point P, swing an arc on some of the lines that we had there. And then I'm going to put the point of my compass where those arcs have crossed our existing lines. And where those arcs have crossed, I can join that back to P. So that line there is now my tangent line. And finally, I want to draw the normal line, and my normal line is going to be 90 degrees to my tangent line coming from point P. So I'm going to just use a little bit of sliding set squares to bring that back a fraction. And I'm going to draw a line up there. And this line here is my normal line. That is 90 degrees to my tangent line. So that principle of drawing a line tangent to an ellipse can be applied to an ellipse of any size and when it's tilted at an angle as well. So you can see in the sample in front of you, we have an ellipse that is tilted at an angle. We have our point P down here, and we want to draw a line that will be tangent to the ellipse at this point here. So the first thing I need to do is I need to find my focal points, F1 and F2. To do that, I'm going to set my compass to half of the major axis, and I'm going to put it at one end of the minor axis, and I'm going to swing an arc onto the major axis, and that gives me F1 and F2. So that's F1 and that's F2. I can now join them to P and extend them out. So that's F1 and F2. And we now need to bisect one of these angles. Now the common question is, what angle do I bisect? Do I bisect this angle here, or do I bisect this angle here? Now, if you think logically about it, a line that would be tangent to our point P would be something like that. So you can make an assumption that the angle in here is going to be the one that we need to actually bisect. Now, you can bisect it up here or you can bisect it down here. I'm going to bisect the angle above here. Now, where those two arcs have crossed, I can join them to P and extend it down. And this line here is now my tangent line.